got 10 followers. just waiting. I love it. All right, y'all. Good morning in shitty Utica, New York. Great rink, great facility, horrible town. Your BK girls are warming up for a game against RNS. I was asking Mike Healy what RNS stood for. We have no idea. We looked it up. Someone will text me, but I don't know how good they are. Anyway, 12:10 left on the clock in warm-ups. Hopefully you guys can all hear me. It's not a Canadian phone, so you shouldn't have the issues Romano has. Romanow. We have our starting goalie and our backup goalie. We knew it was Rosse. We just didn't know it before we had to Google search it. Anyway, Koalo is going to be our backup goalie today. Are you the backup? Are you the backup in case? Wave to your dad, Ava. I love it. I just made some of your days just from the little wave of your kids. Gotta love it. All right, 41 seconds remaining. As we get ready. All right, there's the horn. You know, Live Barn is right below me too. I can probably just broadcast for Live Barn. If I'm zoomed in too far, somebody send me a message on the 19's chat. I can sometimes see that. We're up in the sky level boxes up here high, and sometimes zooming in on the phone doesn't necessarily translate to the TV you're watching. So, all right, BK on the bench. Looks like we already have 20 and 21, 7 and 5 and 88 getting ready to come out to start. Number 1 in net. RNS with the broken stick cheer. I love that the girls are all waving. All right. Here we go. Let's get the show on the road. 20-minute periods. Puck is down. BK wins it. Quick pass from Bodette, trying to get up to La Pushanova. Up on the side wall. RNS out of the zone. Bodette puts it back in. BK forced to come back on sides. Puck's out, heads down. Ava gonna come out to play it behind the net. Oh, uh-oh, pass to RNS. Cuts across, shot, save, it's loose. And the net is off. Woo! That was a close one already. 32 seconds into the game. Ava's like, I just want an assist. All right, so Miola comes out with Brinson. Ide is with Healy. And Gardner on the wall. Gardner, quick pass up. A little bit too far for Brinson, but it goes through the RNS. Miola cuts in, shot on, save, rebound, another save there. And RNS working it up the ice. Crosses over the red line, throws it deep. Ava gets it over to Healy. Healy spins around. Pass over to Brinson. Brinson still in the zone, trying to get out. Good pressure there by RNS. RNS cutting to the middle. Shot on, and it's in. And RNS, quick goal. Top corner. And it's 1-0. The green and white. So Hunt and Koalo coming out with Panda, Annika, and Gers. Koalo down into the zone, picked up there by RNS Decor. As Panda gonna get it deep. Gersey chasing on the sidewall, pucks up, gets past. Hunt's gonna chase down the ice. Hunt behind the net, scrambles. Good chip. And RNS gonna try it again. Koalo moving hard. Good pass around the sidewall. Hunt cuts into the middle. She gets tied up, but gets it up to Stock. Stock. Looks like RNS is playing a little bit of a trap game here at the blue line. Gigi. Fans on it. Picked off there by RNS. Gained again by Boyko. Boyko goes down. I don't see any arms up. Let me zoom out. And here comes Alex. Alex over the blue line. Fake shot. Short side. Goes to the sidewall. Back behind the net. In front. Stopped there by Kayla. Swung around. Saracola behind the net, out in front. There it is, one. Oh, Boyko just missed it. And Martin's forced to regroup. Martin's got Bodette. Looks her off, cuts through the middle. Finds space. Martin comes in, cuts to the side, across. And it's stopped there. Swung on a miss by RNS's D. And La Pushanova just patiently waiting. Got Healy, decides to cut to the middle. Outside in. And puck's out of the zone. Tremmel quickly over to Ide. Ide near wall. Gets it across. Gets it to Nella. Nella swings, shoots, save. Behind the net. Nella back out, back door in front. And RNS is going to grab it in the corner. Back to Tremmel. Tremmel through a stick, looking for a shot. Pulls up, tip, shot, save. Rebound. And Healy's going to regroup. Healy brings it back to O'Donnell. Pressure there. Healy comes in. La Pushanova back to Healy. Healy's got one shot right in the glove. Save. And 16-11 left in the period. BK down 1-0. As Brinson comes to the dot. RNS wins it, takes it behind the net. Trying to clear the zone. Hunt ties up her girl, keeps it in. Miola's gonna dump it back down. Forwards are gonna go for it. Brinson, tied up. Got some room. Shot on, save. Miola trying to find a rebound, had her stick tied up. And the puck's gonna go back down. And we're gonna get an icing. And we're gonna bring it all the way down. So Stock and Gersey out with King. Hunt and Koalo. High up in the zone. King goes down. Gersey behind the net. Stock crashes in. Picked up there by Gersey. Throws it back. Stock puts a body. Back to Hunt. Hunt walks over to Koalo. Koalo looks, shot. Oh, it's up in the air. It's a high stick. RNS touches it. High stick is waved off. Puck a little bit past Koalo, icing, and we're gonna go down again. We're gonna get some line changes. 15-16 left. Shots on goal are 5-1 BK, according to the scoreboard. So I think it's Gruwall at the draw. Yep. RNS wins it, sends it back behind the net. Leibowitz on the puck. Leibowitz has it, finds Gruwall. Gruwall patiently waiting out in front. Shot saved by OD. Good play there by BK. And Kayla, good opportunity. Good puck movement there by Corney and Gruwall. See ya. Back down at the draw. RNS wins it. Off to the sidewall. Bodette comes in, puts it back down, forcing Leibowitz to chase. Hyde from the point. It gets through. Save there. Good battle on the walls here. Back at the point. Good puck movement by Bodette. Holds it in the zone. Allowing O'Donnell to come in behind. Puck's out in front. Bodette's going to take it. Fires it over to Ide. Ide quickly up to Leibowitz. Leibowitz tries going top shelf. Up and over the net. And Bodette, good control at the line again. Patience comes in, shot. And that's going to come all the way around. Forcing Pushanova to come back and grab it. She's going to take it herself. She comes in with some speed. She's got Boyko out in front. The European connection shot, save. Rebound, Boyko again. Oh, what good movement there from BK, and even a better save there by RNS goalie. So 9-1 in shots. 4 of them happened within the last minute. As Tremmel wins the draw. Pushanova back down to Addy. Addy cuts to the middle. Tries to find somebody. Back to the point. Martin's shot was blocked. Boyko took a second. It's tipped up in the air and a glove save. So BK's got line changes. Coming out here is Saracola, Brinson, Miola. D pairing is the same. RNS sends it down. Martin gonna chase, gonna get there first, and we're gonna go back down. Icing call. Nothing like an early morning get up on the West Coast. Have your coffee and listen to my rascally voice. Puck's out of the zone. Healy's forced to chase. Icing is waved off this time. I don't really know why. Laziness from the refereeing. I don't want to do that again. RNS back at the point. Shot. Oh, it's blocked there by Saracola, but puck stays in the zone as Miola's got a chase. Martin picks it up. She gets tied up into the wall. Puck goes back around to Healy. Healy trying to get it to Saracola. Saracola turns, tries to go middle. Brinson was too quick. Puck goes back down, forced to regroup. Healy off the back wall. Martin moving it to Miola. Miola comes into the zone. Patience looking across. She's got Hunt. Hunt cycles back around. Hunt, tries to hit Koalo. Girls, none of these girls can handle the puck today. We're struggling. Hunt's still with it, though. Through the zone, she gets tied up and taken off the play. As Gerson's going to chase. Gardner comes in, takes off a glove. Spin move around. Gardner in the corner. She's got Hunt. Hunt, quick shot, blocked. Back down to the corner. Gardner working the wall. Comes in. This is where Sophia's good right here. Good hands. Cuts to the middle. Shot. Save. It's in. Called it before it happened. And Gardner puts BK on the board. 1-1. And with 10-1 shots on goal, hopefully that goal sparks something here by BK and we can get up by a few. So Stock comes into the draw. She's got Ide up front, working her way back. Good pressure there by O'Donnell. Puck's out of the zone. Break out there, and here comes RNS. RNS, far wall. Bodette puts a stick in the body. RNS still controlling Bodette. Good job there. As Stock comes in. Wrapped around. RNS at the point, trying to keep it down low. Ide comes across. Ide's got Leibowitz on the wall. Leibowitz fans on the first one, gets it up to Stock on the second one. Stock makes a good inside-out move, and she's taken off the puck. She's checked into the wall. That's a good body position play. I'm glad there's no call there. And RNS going to send it down. Romano just tap past the Ide. Leibowitz trying to hit center as O'Donnell was cutting across. But RNS maintains control. Gets by Healy. Icing's going to be waved off. Oh, icing is called. I would have thought they thought Healy could have grabbed that one, but all right, so that gives us a time and a chance to change it up again. So Gruel is out with Lapushinova and Boyko. Healy and Gigi out for the D, BK. Gruel at the draw. RNS doing a good job winning these faceoffs. Breakout passes across. Martin comes in. She just ties it up in the zone here. Now gets it out. Giving her BK girls a chance to come back into the play. RNS losing control. Trying to get the puck here out of their defensive zone, and Healy comes up with it. Cross-ice pass. 1-2 touch. A little bit too quick. Boyko's going to regroup. Boyko comes back in. And she looks up for Lapushinova, who hits centering Gruel. Gruel comes across. Gruel tries to cut to the middle. RNS has a chance here. But we got back checkers. Not fast enough. Good back check there by Nella. As the puck comes around the wall. Katie pressuring it. Gets it up to Gruel. Gruel goes down, and we're going to get a power play here for BK. So BK 10-1 in shots, 1-1. Gardner, Tremmel, Miola, Koalo, and Hunt. Tremmel on the draw. Wins it back to Gardner. Gardner quickly to Hunt. Hunt comes across the middle. Back to Gardner. Gardner pushing off the wall. Sends it down low. Miola. Miola turns and turns again. Cuts into the middle. Wait. Looks. Miola trying to be patient. Gardner catches it. Pass over. Shot. Save. And Gardner again. Leaves it for Kowalo. Kowalo over to Gardner. Gardner. Puck is up and out. And that's into the netting. So BK maintains the same line. Tremmel on the draw. Back to Kowalo. Kowalo over to Hunt. Hunt walk in the middle. Back to Katie. Good pressure up top. Katie cross-ice pass to Gardner, but it's picked, forcing Hunt to regroup down. Stopped there by Ava. And Hunt's going to pick it up. Hunt's going to come up the ice. Gets it over to Gardner. Gardner's going to cross over the zone. Gardner cuts in. Shot by Miola. Good opportunity. It's back to the point. Almost kept in. Look like a little pinball machine there. And Hunt swinging it over to Katie. And Hunt and Katie are going to go for a change. Trumbull's going to go for a change. Still 49 left on the power play here. And it's regrouped there by Shayla. Shayla quickly up to Nella. Nella waits and looks, faked the pass over to Avery, made an inside move, back door to 21, just missed, sent back down, and Roman gonna hold it up again. BK is gonna wait patiently. Nella gives it up to Shayla. Shayla to Ide. Ide centering pass to Saracola. Saracola gets by her girl. Puck's in. Saracola, Brinson, tied up there, stopped. And that puck's going to get by Shayla. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Power play is over as Ava makes a nice pass up the ice to Nella. Nella waits, cuts, tries to give the backhand blind pass to Brinson. I don't think she was ready for it. Nella's got so many moves, it's hard to be ready for anything like that one. Nella comes in, shot, and it's up in the netting off a tip. So BK going to mix it up. 7:57 left in the period. Good thing it was a 2.5 hour drive for a 2.5 hour first period. Healy, Gigi, King. Gersey. Gigi with it. Shot by Stock. So Stock gets back to the draw. Puck's down. Won there by Stock. Good play here. Give and go. Shot. Gersey. Ooh. Far side. And puck's back out as RNC going to clear the zone. Cut through the center. Dump it. And Aaron swings it around to Panda. Panda looking for a center. It's across ice. Makes it all the way over to Leibowitz. Excuse me, Gersey. Gersey comes in, curls. King with it. King trying to make a move. Good sticks by RNS as Hunt. Hunt's going to cut across. She's got one stick left. Hunt, pass over to Stock. Stock, back to Hunt. Shot. Oh, just too wide. And here comes RNS back out of the zone. O'Donnell's right there to play a little D. Good regroup. And here comes Kowalo. Katie, toe drag. Katie's going to enter the zone. Tries to get the pass over. O'Donnell comes in hard, and here comes RNS. Gruwall trying to surf, leaving Hunt back. Puck's out in front. Leibowitz waits, ties up. Leibowitz comes in to help. Puck squirts out to Kayla. Kayla, quick movement up to Sia. Sia up and around, 91, going in. Leaves it there for O'Donnell. She gets tied up. O'Donnell cuts in, still has it. She's tripped. No call. And Gruwall battling for it hard. Puck comes around to Bodette. Bodette gets taken down. Another no call, and here comes RNS. RNS got the one-on-one shot. Pad save there by Roman. Good move behind the net there. Outlets over to Ide, and Ide safely goes back behind the net. A lot of traffic in front. Leibowitz giving a little arm shiver up here top by the blue line. Sits on the wall, waits. Puck's out, blocked there. And Nella blocks it. She comes in, and it's a goal. There it is. I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I zoomed in. All right, so 12-2 shots on goal. BK now up 2-0 as La Pushanova puts in the breakaway. 5:31 left in period one. So Tremmel at the draw, wins it back to Nella. Nella comes in again. Miola waits. Nella over to Tremmel. Tremmel stick lifts. Puck squirts back. RNS breakout. Stopped there by Martin. Martin waits. Cuts in. Pulls up. Stops. She's got teammates. She's got one. There's one shot just over the shoulder by Nella. And Healy's going to come back. Healy hits Nella again. Nella over the blue line. Pulls up quick. Sends it back in. And it's back out of the zone. Healy waits. Back to Nella. Nella down low. Swinging it back to Healy. Healy back to Nella. Nella looking for Hunt. Waits. Back to Healy. Healy, oh, just fanned on it. Couldn't get all of it. Here comes RNS. RNS dumping it in where Hunt's going to pick it up. She's hooked a little bit here. She's going to come down the zone. She's taken down. She's going to draw a penalty here. So Hunt's going to draw a penalty. Roman went to the bench, get some water. And here comes Brinson to Koalo. Koalo up ice. RNS is going to touch it. We're going to go on the power play with 3:51 left in the period. Was that guy complaining? Is that guy yelling over there? I mean, that was a penalty. You can only hook the kid down the ice so much. All right. Stock at the draw. Puck's down. Taken out in front. And RNS is going to come up with it. Roman getting out of that trapezoid. Even though it's not a USA hockey rule. Katie looking. She finds Annika. Ooh, intercepted there by Saracola first. Roman's going to wait again. This time Hunt's going to pick it up. Hunt. Moves it up to Panda. Panda gets around one, around another, makes an inside move. Panda cuts over, shot, scores! 33, good move at the blue line, and BK 3-0. Power play goal. All right. Face-off won by Sia. Back to Bodette. Bodette over the zone, and that's going to be an offsides. So shots on goal, 13-2. Score is 3-1. BK. Still 3 minutes left in this first period. O'Donnell battling for it. Trying to throw it in. Here comes Gruel. Front. Just whiffs on it. Puck goes back out of the zone. And Bodette, She's tied up and put into the wall. Referees are yelling. Eyed. Trying to go behind her over to Bodette. I'm going to give RNS a little bit of credit here. They're not giving up. They're pressuring. We got an elbow call, though, here. Elbow's going to go to, looks like it's got to be a BK call. The referee's still in the zone, so Eyed is going to go to the box. So we're going to go shorthanded here for 2 minutes with 2:32 left in the period. Tremmel, Healy, Gigi, and Miola. Tremmel wins it back. Gigi around the net, gets it up to Miola. Miola, just waiting patiently. Swings it over to Tremmel. Tremmel was backing up, though, giving RNS a chance here to gather. They send it back down. Martin off the wall. And here comes RNS trying to set something up. Whoa, broken stick. She's got to drop it. She's got to drop it. Oh, there's going to be a penalty call. She never dropped her stick. Can't play with a broken stick. I don't even think she understands why. But can't play with a broken stick. Yeah, the ref's explaining it to her. So we're going to go 4-on-4 here with Leibowitz and Nella, along with Healy and Martin. Nella placing Korn where she wants her, but RNS wins another faceoff. Puck is out. Healy going to pick it up in the neutral zone, sends it over to Martin. Martin near wall, cuts back in the middle, has Healy. Healy makes an outside move, crosses over, using her speed to cut in, right in front. Intercepted by RNS, who's sitting there on the backside just waiting for it. Oh, good stick pick right there. Quickly, Leibowitz up to Nella. Nella, sauce backhand pass to Martin, who's in. Oh, Martin, and it's a goal. He's pointing to it. I thought they were going to call a penalty, but the puck is in the net. I didn't see exactly how it went in, but it's in, and it is 4-1. So even strength, 4-on-4 goal. As Boyko comes out with Hunt, Brinson, and Kowalo. Brinson at the draw. Referee's over talking to somebody. I think trying to get numbers on the assist. Should have went Martin from Pushinova and Leibowitz. That's how the score sheet should look. As Boyko tries to make a move around, forcing Hunt to come back and help out. Off the wall. Cuts into the middle. Oh, Boyko stick lifts. Here we go. Whoop. Hunt's going to pick it up. Hunt cuts to the outside. Tries to hit Brinson. And Boyko goes down, loses an edge. Here comes Kowalo. Use your speed, Katie. Go. Kowalo dumps it in, but hits the ref. Back on her stick. Boyko comes in. Brinson, it's out of the zone here. Brinson, good job being patient with the puck movement. She gets around one. Brinson with the puck, cutting across, shot off the goalie's blade, and BK is going to have a 28-second power play. As Stock going to pull up, head back to the middle. Stock works it to the wall. Healy, set it up. Here we go. Healy over to Gardner. Gardner shot blocked. And RNS just trying to clear the zone. Not with any success. Gardner over to King. King in front back to Gardner. Stock's going to pick it up. Stock's got Healy in. There's the buzzer. That is the end of the period, everybody. That took forever. I feel like I could have drove back to Rochester in that period. All right, so I'm going to pause you here on the mic and on the camera for a moment. We'll be back in a minute. All right, y'all, we are back. 4-1, 15-2, shots on goal. Can somebody look up where RNS is from? Like what part of Canada they're actually in? So Stock comes out with Gardner and King, Ide and Martin. So it looks like some changes on the decor. Switching it up. Martin gets it quickly up to Gardner. Gardner cuts through, making moves, still has the puck, shoots, save. Nobody there for the rebound. And King's gonna take it behind the net. Puts it back to Ide. Ide, quick slide over to Martin. Martin, back in down low. RNS battling for it. Takes it for a moment. Stock comes in. Quick tip to Gardner. Shot right in the gut. Save there. All right, BK on the draw. New Brunswick. Thank you, Melissa. They're from New Brunswick. Yeah. Oh, down. No call. Back to Hunt. Hunt's gonna walk. Slides over, finds an opening right in the gut. Puck was loose for a moment. All right, Gruel at the draw. Wins it up to Gerson. Gerson back to Hunt. Hunt's gonna walk the wall. Pulls up. Stop there, swings it back. Saracola over to Gersey. Gersey works it back to Koalo. Katie shot, save. Is that Gersey or Leibowitz? Gersey again. This one's gonna make it down the ice. Icing's waved off. Koalo gonna skate back for it. Roman gonna leave it for Hunt. And here comes Gersey, outlet to Gruel. Oh, and Katie wanted the puck. She ends up off sides. Man, she wanted that one. All right, so we're gonna get a face-off, neutral zone. Tremel. Celebrating the birthdays. Back to Bodette. Getting it in the zone. RNS comes out with it. Good stick ties. as Nella takes control. Patience gets it over to Tremmel. Tremmel cutting through. And here comes RNS. Back on the stick, La Pushinova. Spin move to get on sides. Healy with it. Healy cuts to the middle. O'Donnell battling for it. Gruel. Not O'Donnell. Oh, it is O'Donnell. Not Gruel. Sorry. In front. Nella waiting. Tries to feed it. And a shot there by Healy. Nella walks over. Gets to the middle. Back to Aaron. Aaron up. And it's in the glove of the RNS goaltending crew. 21-2 shots on goal, 4-1 score, 17-29. As Brinson steps in. RNS controls it. Outlet pass. RNS just struggling to get it out of the zone here. BK, a lot of pressure. And still not out. There they go. Now they're going to dump it down. Roman over to Martin. Martin got a stick up high. Boyko. Leibowitz cutting across. And here comes Brinson. Brinson trying to stay on sides. Oh, I thought they were going to wave it, but they didn't. All right. So we got an offside call here. So another neutral zone face-off. Stock wins it back to Miola. Miola controls the puck. Comes in, couple swings there. Back to Stock, shot, save, rebound. Goalie couldn't find it. Puck's down behind the net. Taking there down low, and Gardner throws it in the net. So Gardner is going to get the goal, and I think 9 is on the assist. All right, so we're 5-1. All right, Qualo, you look good as a winger. That's why I'm not coaching the team. Katie comes back in. Taken there in front. And here comes BK. Gardner over the red line. Crossing into the zone. Got options. Trying to feed Stock. Taken there behind the net. A lot of pressure for BK. RNS coming up with it. Good stick right there. Down. Shot by Koalo. And it's up to the glass. D are going to get a change. As RNS, soft touch out of the zone. Back down to Koalo. Taken down low here. As Shayla's going to skate back for it. Good talk by Koalo, letting her know, don't come this way. And Saracola, nice move. Picked up there by Gruel. Gruel behind the net. Finds Healy. Healy's got Bodette, sends it back down to Gruel. Gruel trying to keep it in the zone. Taking it on the wall. Stepped up there was King. King with the puck. Back through the neutral zone. RNS trying to send it in. Shot on. Roman pushes it off to the wall. Good quick movement there, and here comes Saracola. Saracola gathering speed. That's a good shot there, hoping for a rebound, pad save. And RNS, that right there, what might have been their best opportunity to get out of the zone here. But it's picked off by King. King, Leibowitz. Leibowitz cutting into the zone. On her backhand, turns, spins, finds Nella. Nella, shot. Hits the glass off a tip. And it's swung back. Pass Nella to Gigi. Gigi, quick pass over. Shot there, save. And a glove save. 25, 26 shots on net for BK. Did they do the ice between the periods again yesterday? Man, what a long day. All right, puck is down, RNS controlling. Swings it back, Nella. Quick move over, trying to feed Tremmel. Squirts out of the zone. Martin's gonna pick it up, back to Tremmel. Good talk there. Tremmel, quick to Gerson. Gerson coming in, she got Nella, oh, puts it just behind her. Would have been a good play there. Tremmel there to battle. Gerson trying to swing it back, it's gonna go down. And Ide's gonna have to chase. A lot of good communication here by the D today. A lot of direction being given. Katie, Gigi, Michaela. It's working. Here comes Ide. Ide off the skate of the ref. RNS controls back to the point. Tries to take a shot. Good kick save there by Tremmel. And RNS still controlling out in front. And Martin comes in. Pushes her out of the way. Tremmel, chip. It's out, it's in. And here comes RNS. That was a good play right there. As the hands come up high, yeah, she's gonna get called right there. Hands came up high on Ide. And BK is gonna go on the power play. Oh, they're calling both of them. For what? Cross-check and a rough. And what the hell do you expect? You get cross-checked. She's supposed to just stand there? That's a lazy call. I don't like those calls. All right, so face-off's gonna go back down to the left of Roman. 5-on-5 hockey still. Picked up there by Koalo. Koalo gets past Stock into the stick of Brinson. And O'Donnell comes in. Not Stock, it was O'Donnell. Boyko crossing over the line. Something fell apart. Hunt keeps it in. Swings it. Puck is around. Through the legs of Koalo. And Boyko just smokes her into the board. Is that a boarding or rough? Pure strength right there. Alex has been eating well, everybody. Don't you worry. Building muscle. She's okay in the States. The coach wants a boarding call. I tend to agree. But not going to get it. So 12:32 left. I would have gave her a boarding call. Oh, yeah. I think that's what he wants. All right. So Annika at the draw. Hits it out here. RNS on the power play. Leibowitz, good chase. Back behind to Healy. Healy off the wall. Leibowitz comes in. Quick stop. Back down to Healy. Good pressure there. Bodette. Bodette's tied up. RNS opportunity here. She loses the puck. And Leibowitz is going to lift it. Tried to find Stock. Stock comes in with speed anyway. No icing here. Stock, Leibowitz. And we got a 3-on-3. Oh, good move there by Annika. Annika crossing the middle, decides to rotate. Just gonna waste the clock, waste the clock, waste the clock. RNS down to Kennedy. Kennedy, quick pass over to 17. Shoots it down. BK gonna get a change. Intercepted pass by Martin, but Gardner couldn't get back on sides. Good anticipation there by Gigi. Looked at her the whole time. 49 seconds left on Boyko's penalty. 27-3 here in shots on net. As Gruel and Gardner and Gigi. A lot of G's on the ice right now. RNS pressured there. That was interesting. Here they come. They got their 4-on-3. They're going to set it up. RNS back to the point. Pressure there by Gardner. Gruel stepping out. Back over to sidewall. Shot. Blocked in front. And Hunt's going to chip it down. Gruel's got 2. Gruel comes in. Comes to the net. Shot. Save. And here comes RNS. Shot there. Katie got something on it. Either got the body or the stick. That shot didn't go exactly where she wanted it. All right, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Still got 10 minutes left in the period. Koalo. Off the wall. Miola. Kept in there by RNS. Good pressure. Koalo. Off the foot of Panda. And Saracola comes in. Tries to get a quick shot over. Koalo. Panda. Panda walks in. Shot. Off the shoulder. Rebound there in front on the ground was Miola. Good chance. And Panda's tied up. She sends it back down in. Miola's going to chase. Gets a stick on it. Sends it back around. Panda switches in reverse. Good coverage. Saracola comes in, gives a little shove. Miola's doing a good job tying it up. And the Broadway bully comes in to loosen the puck. Back on Miola's stick. Miola's tied up. Oh, Jesus. Saracola gets a rough. Comes in up high. Little love tap there by Miola. Man, those Philly kids. Just kidding. I love it. Saracola, what would you have given your daughter on that play? What would you have called it? The top official out of the Philly area. Puck's down. 5-on-4. Baudette's going to send it around. And Gersey just waits. Patience. Trying to send it back to Tremmel. RNS trying to set something up here. Near wall. Picks it up. Off the boards, up to Tremmel, a little too far. And RNS still trying to find something here. Kennedy, gonna fire it down in. Dawson gonna chase. Puck's on 8 stick, trying to find Dawson. Shot on. Kennedy swings up. And Killfool, 34, comes into the zone. Healy stops it. And here's Dawson, cross-ice pass. RNS picks it up. Bullied off the puck here by BK. And Brinson trying to get it out of the zone as they wait patiently. Shot wide. Swings back around. RNS shot. Tipped in front. And Healy off the wall. Here we go. We got a 2-on-2. We got an opportunity. We got Brinson. You got Nella. Oh, stays on sides. Nella shot. Oh, save. I'd like to see that replay in slow motion if she was on side there or not. Martin comes up. Back to Brinson. Brinson swings it to Hunt. Hunt on her backhand. Tries to feed it across. Everybody's on a line change. And Leibowitz went down. No interference call there. Forcing Hunt to regroup. Hunt picks it up. Hunt to Leibowitz. Leibowitz trying to get it deep. Good move there by Stock. And then lost it. Hunt's going to regroup. She's got Martin on the far wall. Got time and space. Hunt's going to have to come up with it. Swing pass over to Leibowitz. Leibowitz, oh, trying to cut to the middle. Trying to get it there to Stock. And Hunt swings it over to Martin. Martin makes one move. Goes all the way over to the left. Comes in on her backhand. And RNS exiting the zone as Hunt's going to go back for it. Hunt's got one off the wall. Good talk there by Stock. And Stock, quick pass to O'Donnell. O'Donnell's got Leibowitz back to O'Donnell. That would have been a good connection there. Cross-ice pass. Inside out. Stock. And it's in the net. Good puck movement. Poor Annika just standing there. It's like the rookie lap. All right, you got a head tap. That was a good shot. All right, 27-4, shots on. It was a good shift. 6-1. I need coffee. Taken there by Koalo. Puck is blocked. Pass Roman. Ide. Ide gives her girl a little check. Gruel comes in. Boyko. I think Boyko wants another one. Oh, there it is! I called it! Man, I'm like, I can see the future here. What's going on? Alex, it's because she had steak. First time eating meat. Going back to the box. It's almost like it's just fun now. 5:58 left in period 2. And here comes Gardner. Gardner making moves, cutting across. She's got Gruel. Loses the puck, though, for a moment. Oh, boy. All right. Sorry. The phone was blowing up from my mother-in-law. It's her fault. Boyko had steak. Anyway. I want steak, Nana. Sunday dinner. Puck goes back in. Koalo's going to pick it up. Sends it down. We going to get nice? No, waved off. Never touched. I like the wave off. Oh, we're still on the penalty kill. That's why. Forgot about that. So much going on in this game. Nice little hand pass by Bodette. Swinging at it. Miola. 1-on-3. And Shayla is going to get one too. I think Shayla had steak. A lot of bodies being thrown around. So Bodette's. See you, buddy. Good luck. I could tell you're going to the game. I like the stash, by the way. Solid. I'd look sexy today. Roman, you'd love it. He's all dressed up in his suit. He's got like the catfish hunter going on. RNS back to the point. Back to 10. 10. Shot. Blocked. Good save there, Roman. Roman gets her 5th shot on net. Got to get the percentage up somehow. Tremmel. Healy. Healy tries to go off the wall. RNS picks it up, walks to the middle, pass across. Back to 10. 10, shot. Oh, Roman, another save, rebound. And RNS putting on their first pressure of the game. Nice, another good pass there. Roman, glove block to the back of the glass. And Healy trying to send it down. Caught there by 10. Barnhart. Barnhart finding Shanahan. Shanahan swings it over. Wait. Back to Shanahan. Shanahan. Swing pass. Save. Roman. Over to Shanahan. Behind her. She's going to have to regroup. Comes out of the zone here. Oh, and it's picked off. And here comes Saracola. Saracola with speed. Cuts in. Got the backhand. Waits. Looks. Got Martin. Waves her off. Cuts to the middle. Tipped in front there. Back on the stick of Saracola. And lost it coming around for the jab. Still with it, though. Shot. Save. Rebound. Another save. Here's Martin. Martin going to back it up. Martin had Kowalo, decided to go back to Saracola, but is taken by RNS. And RNS is going to just dump it down light, forcing Gigi to cut back. Gigi up to Saracola. Saracola's got Gerson, takes it to the middle. Controls it, blind pass, almost taken there. Gigi comes in though, help stop. And RNS trying to get out of the zone. Picked up there. Kowalo behind the net. Off the wall. Finds Saracola. Saracola hits Stock. Stock cutting to the outside. Trying to use her speed. Comes in. Uses her body. Nice backhand. Good tie up there by the D. Good opportunity there for Ani. And RNS going to get a penalty. I went down. We didn't see it. It was in the back. But Ide went down, so I think a girl just slashed her coming by her. That's what you get when you blow kisses to her. So RNS is going to go to the box. It's 29-7 here, shots on goal. And BK, 2:31 left in the period, 2-minute power play. I see 18, 19, 4, 81, 88. 18 at the drop. That was a good fake out by Stripes. Simon says, you're out. Puck's down. RNS wins it back. Good pressure there by 19. 18 with it. 18 cuts over. Back pass to 4. 4 to 81. 81 coming in hard. Gives it over to Nella. Nella works the top. Back to Hunt. Hunt to 88. 88. Back to Hunt. Hunt finds it low. Down to Ide. Cutting across the middle is 18. 18 regroups. Numbers here off Nella's skate. Nella goes behind. Cuts in. Uses the body. Good job there. Nella head up all the time. Cuts into the middle. One-handed. Back to the front. Back to Nella's stick. Nella waits. Swings it over to Ide. Ide cuts down low to Hunt. Hunt. Opportunity blocked there in the middle. And Hunt's going to have to protect. And RNS is going to send it. Roman leaves it for Hunt. Hunt skips it down to Ide. Ide back over to 18. Oh, 18 comes in. She's got an opportunity. She hits Nella. Nella, oh, good pad save by RNS. 46 seconds left. Healy and Gigi are out on the power play. Gigi's back to Healy. Healy comes in, looks, and pokes it in the gut. So 35 left, 106 on the game clock, 35 in the power play. And it's 6-1, 31-7, shots on goal as Brinson steps into the dot. Brinson wins it back to Martin. Martin, cut stop, quick pass over. Trying to force it over there to Gruwall. Martin's gonna come back for it. Cutting across, back to the behind the net. Got numbers. Gigi decides to take it. She's tied up, still controls it over the blue line. Good move there, behind the net. Pulls it back now to Brinson. Brinson Off the wall, back over to Gruel. Gruel steps in front. Oh, Gruel's behind the net. Sorry, who's down low there? Is that Saracola? Healy has it. Oh, Healy's put into the wall. No call. Power play over. 21 seconds. The refs just want to get through. Oh, now we got a penalty. Oh, we got a cross check. And the cross check is going to go on RNS. First penalty, nothing. Second penalty, that's number 4 again. She just got out of the box. She's pissed. Is it okay to say it's that time of the month for her? She's not happy. Gardner, 14 seconds, trying to get it back to Koalo. Came off the boards awkwardly, and Beaudet's gonna chase. Beaudet, 3, 2, 1. And that's gonna be the end of the period, and everybody's gonna exit. We're gonna get a nice cut. So we're gonna take a break here, and we'll be back in a bit. Probably 10 to 12 minutes, my guess would be. All right, everybody, the ice is cut. The refs are pegging the nets. Zamboni is off. And we are ready to resume for the final 20 minutes. Let's take a look at the score clock. So, a minute 41 left in number 4's penalty. It is a 6-1 score, and the shots on goal are 31-7, according to the scorekeeper. As the BK girls are taking the ice, and the O'Donnell daughter is giving kisses to mom up in the stands. More love. All right. Bob, you catch anything up in that tree stand yet today? Share some of that meat. All right, Leibowitz, O'Donnell, Martin, Bodette, Gruel. Out to start period, numeral trace. Puck is down, BK wins the draw. And quick movement over here. Taken back by RNS, who sends it down. Remember, we have a minute 29 remaining on the power play. Whoa, Martin goes down. Might have caught an edge right there. Bodette battling for it. O'Donnell sitting out here just waiting. And here comes Martin. Martin coming in. Cuts to the middle. Backhand shot. Comes off the wall, Bodette. Battling for the puck down low. Gruel up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell. Leibowitz. Cuts to the net. Shot. Post. And puck goes back around to Sia. Sia tries to slide it back to Martin. Martin did a good job coming up, keep it in. And the puck's out. Bodette forced to regroup. Shayla. Quick pass up. Taken there by Miola. Miola working for it. Still on the puck. Miola comes in. She's got King. Shot up high. Up over the net. And King's going to regroup. King. Circles around. Tries to go in front. Miola Nella out in front. Hyde. Quick shot. Pad save. Penalty is over, and the puck's going to skirt by, going to go all down the ice, and we're going to get icing. As we come back down. So 18, 92, and 6, 27, 81, 6 on the draw. Brinson wins it. Punt over to Healy. Tipped off RNS stick. And RNS going to come up with it. Trying to hit the breakout. A little bit too far. Brinson out in front. Hits Gardner. Gardner going to chase. Puck's on the wall. Taken there by Stock. Slips it into the middle. RNS picks it up. Healy No call there. And Gardner trying to cut the middle. RNS picks it up. Sends it around. Stock. Walks in. Regroups. Tries to find Hunt. Hunt comes over. Puck gets out. Healy on the hinge. Back up to Gardner. Gardner cutting across the blue line. Gardner inside, toe drag shot. Save, rebound. And Beaudet puts one up into the netting. So we're going to have another drop of the puck in the offensive zone. 21, 88, and 20. 5 and 7. 21. Drops it to 88. 88 gets it to 5. 5 finds 88, cutting through. Back over to 7. 7 to 21. 21 works the middle. Patience. Got one behind. Decides to go down low. 7 out in front to 20. 20. Curling. Still on her stick. And now back to 7 at the point. Walk the middle. Shot. Beaudet comes up. And the puck's up and out. Down the ice. We're going to get an icing. And with 15:35 left. Oh, we have a running clock. Did you know that? Oh, yeah, running clock. All right. So it is a running third period clock. Sia pops into the dot, wins it to Boyko. Boyko, back pass to Qualo. Qualo gets a shove. Puck's behind the net. Hyde chips it back in. O'Donnell battling down low here. Back on Boyko's stick. Boyko off the skate. Back into the zone. And Boyko's going to chase. She comes around the net. Boyko moves it up the wall. And it's into the RNS bench. So we're going to get a face-off back down into the RNS zone. All right, 26-29. And 26 shot, save, rebound. Hunt comes in, sends it back down to 29. 29 back to Hunt. She comes in, pinches it, kicks it, leaves it. And Gersey takes the girl off the puck, lets the puck go all the way down for an icing. We're going to come back and try it again. So King's going to take the draw. Leibowitz tried to come back. Puck's going to go down again. We're going to get another face-off. Coach Chelsea's yelling something over there. I don't know if they're trying to set the play up or try something. Leibowitz now in the middle. Face-off won by RNS. Sent back in by Gerson. King looks, waits, tries to slide it. A little too far for Hunt to gather at the blue line. She swings it over to Healy. Healy back to Hunt. Hunt moves it up to King. King leaves it for Hunt. Hunt comes in to chase. Oh, Hunt takes a elbow to the head. No call. Oh, we do have the arm up. So the ref's arm is up. I was gonna say Hunt took a hit behind the net, and BK is gonna go on the power play. Leibowitz pulls up, stops, and then just dumps it down in. So So BK is going to go on the power play with 12 minutes remaining in the third. Remember, it is running clock. So the penalty is actually running now as well. 18 at the dot. Wins it back to 7. Martin swings it over to Bodette. Bodette's got time, space, shot off the glove of the goalie. Brinson in the corner, sends it back to Martin at the point. Martin across to Bodette. Bodette down low. Stock working down low. Circles through, got Bodette in the middle. Bodette, another shot, save, rebound by Stock. Couldn't get the grasp. Puck's behind the net. Miola comes up with it. Miola tries to push it over to Gigi. Swings it back to Bodette. Bodette, cross-ice pass to Martin. Shot up and over the net. And now we got a race. And Bodette cuts to the middle. She's held up a little bit there. And here comes BK. Miola cutting across. Tries to send it back to Stock, and it's sent back down by RNS. Roman gonna stop it. Kowalo pulls up. Kowalo, outlet pass, moving it across here to Nella. Nella, inside out move. She's tied up. Right to Gardner in front of the net. Nice play there. Good save by RNS. Good scoring opportunity there. Good puck movement. 20 left in the power play. As 4 and 8 in the backdrop. 20, 88, and 92 up front. Puck is down. 92 battling in the corner. RNS behind the net. Trying to send it down, but 8 just takes it, fires it on low, and it's in! Gardner tips it off the shot from Kowalo. And BK puts another one up on the board. Not a lot of selling. 7-0. Excuse me, 7-1. As the lines just change. I think the girls were like, let's just get back in the locker room and go home. Punt. Curls. Into the middle. Over to 21. Saracola cuts it. Saracola finds 19. Shot. Save. Now it was loose. Boyko puts it in the net, but the whistle went off first. The goalie did not control that one. 9 minutes left in the period. As 24 sets in. 24 wins it to 21. 21 quick shot. 19 right there. Working. 19 curls in. 19 with the shot. Near side. Boyko trying to get the tip. Out in front. And lots of bodies come in. And Hunt's going to step up. Taken by Saracola. Saracola cuts in the middle, sending it back over to Healy, a little bit too far. And Boyko gonna pick it up, make a move as 9 comes in. Boyko gonna regroup. Boyko sends it over to Saracola. Saracola centering pass back to Boyko. Boyko comes in, shot, tipped in front. Far side tied up, RNS digging for it. 8:30 left. RNS out of the zone. And it's going to be a race here. 6 and 7. Oh boy, 6-7. All right, we got a whistle. You can tell I teach elementary school. It's all day. King with her stick taps, tips and taps. Bodette cuts inside, pass over, shot on by Leibowitz, just over the net. I would have loved to have seen Panda play baseball going in for an at-bat. Get a little bat flip. Pass on front. Bodette. Martin. Leibowitz, back to Bodette, crosses, sends it back in, and icing is going to be called. Well, we're going to go back down here. Koalo and Ide come out. So 6:51 and counting. Puck is down, off the wall. Ide on a high stick. They're gonna blow the whistle. Come back and try it again. So we're gonna try this again. Stock trying to win the puck back. Taken there by Koalo. Koalo behind the net, pushes it off the wall. Back up to the center. Here comes Brinson. Brinson over the red line. She's got Stock. Pass back. Oh, good play there. Good pass back to Gers. And went off a stick in front, up into the netting. So 2 on, 2 off. Gersey drew the large straw. She gets to stay. 7-1 here. Gers again off the blocker in front. And the puck's going to roll around. Koalo down low, cutting across. Tremmel tied up in the corner. Oh, a little fighting going on down here. Referees yelling at the girls, let it go, but Tremmel wanted the last push. A little shove down there. Back up is Miola, and Miola 2 on her. Back to Gersey. Gersey centering pass to Katie. Katie was circling to get back to D though. Out in front, blind pass. RNS takes it. Koalo keeps it in the zone. Tip over. BK girls are screaming something at the bench. I think they want Gersey to score. Koalo cuts in. Good quick puck movement up the ice as Miola gets across the line. Gardner on the chase. Puck goes back behind the net. Nella comes in. Nella, it's sent back down. We're going to get an icing with 4:22 running clock left. And we're going to come back down. So 92, 29, 88, 81, 27. Lotto numbers. '88 at the draw. Wins it to Gardner. Gardner to Hunt. Hunt, swing pass over there to Healy, who hits Leibowitz. Then Healy back on her stick. She ties up a girl behind the net. Gardner comes up. Healy, oh, it's out in front. Sitting there. And RNS. Good pressure there by Leibowitz. Nella gonna pick it up. 3:30 left. Over to Gardner. Gardner cuts across. Gardner, backdoor pass to Nella. And Nella on the stick lift, controls it. Back out to Gardner. And RNS gonna clear. Stopped by Gerson as she gets a shoulder to the chin. RNS clears the zone. Ooh, good backhand pass right there. Oh, diving pass across. Had 8 streaking, 3 minutes left, and here comes BK. BK, a little check into the wall right there. We're gonna get another penalty call, another body check. So 2:40 left running clock. Chelsea trying to draw something up as 4 and 8 are waiting. And here comes 26. They are trying to set Gersey up. I'm telling you right now. So Boyko, Leibowitz, Gerson out. Puck is down. Leibowitz back to the point to Koalo. Koalo swings it over to Ide. Ide shot on. Back door. Leibowitz in front. Almost got a stick on it. Boyko back to Koalo. Katie over to Avery. Avery backside to Alex. Alex out in front. Nobody hanging. And RNS going to send it down again. 1:54 remaining in the game. As Avery going to pick up the puck. Avery up to Katie. Katie, cross ice pass, streaking Alex Boyko, cuts in the middle. Alex, back door to Leibowitz. Blocked, and then rebound shot by Boyko is saved. Shots on goal are 40-8, if that's even correct. 1:27 running clock. 44 left in the power play running clock. By the time they drop the puck, it'll probably be like 32 seconds. On the nose, 32 seconds left. Puck sneaks by Hunt. Hunt's going to retreat. Gets it over to Healy. Healy, soft pass up to King. King's got O'Donnell. King cuts to the middle. She's got Gruel. Hunt sneaking down low. Gruel slides it over, intercepted by RNS. It's going to go back down. And Romano wants to play it. Swings it to Hunt. Hunt's got 42 left. Hunt all the way down, pass to O'Donnell. She couldn't handle it, but no icing as it was tipped. O'Donnell comes in. .23 seconds remaining in the game. Gerson is on it. Gertzy. Gotta love her. Bodette sends it. Back on Gertzy's stick. Gertzy to Boyko. Boyko back to Gerson. And time is done. All right, y'all. One last close-up of your girls. Some of them anyway. Breaking sticks. Get a good look. Get a good look. All right, Boston next weekend. And then a little break. Everybody can wave. Everybody wave to your parents. See, you guys got the waves. All right, y'all. See you in Boston.